opening night and they're lighting the lights. The orchestra is tuning to make sure they sound right. It's time to start our show tonight.
If you seek adventure, meet me under the full moon at midnight.
Where's your dada?
Ding dong, Horace, I'm here!
Horace, I was so worried about you.
Oh, this is no time for kissing, this is time for celebrating. For I have struck a deal with the witch, and we can fill our sacks with all the vegetables we want.
I'm Adam Keast, and I'm playing Horace Green.
Such a clever Horace.
Aren't I just? All we have to do is give her back the baby.
Horace Green is Rapunzel's dad. But not biological. They find her in a cabbage patch, and Horace and Doris adopt Rapunzel and bring her up and keep her safe.
Buddy, you're not taking this baby anywhere.
My name is Francis Tucker and I play Doris Green.
Take two.
I've not learned the story yet.
You're not taking this baby anywhere.
Oh, but we're starving. And the witch made it perfectly clear if I did not return the baby, she'd...
Horace, this is the child we thought we could never have.
Yes, but...
There's a wicked witch who's trying to steal Rapunzel because she's royalty. It turns out that she's a royal baby. And if she can steal Rapunzel and get rid of her, then the wicked witch can take the throne and rule the world, nay, the universe. So it's all about how she's thwarted from that plan. And there's the usual love story between Horace and Doris. And all sorts of weird and wonderful characters in between. I don't want to give too much away, but there are Daleks, Klingons, Clangers. There's a lot in there, you know. We exterminate the Dalek, don't we?
Yes.
Yes. We only did that this morning. I had to ask. Terrible memory.
I know, and here's the curious thing. On the way home, I had to give her a little trim, but the cut hair didn't stop. No, it just kept on growing.
I'm Stephanie Hockley, and I'm playing Rapunzel.
There's enough hair there to knit a blanket.
Yeah, she's very feisty. She's not the sort of wimp in the tower kind of thing. She doesn't necessarily do the same kind of story that you'd be expecting. And her hair might not be exactly the same.
Boris, we can't possibly give her back.
Yes, I know, but we don't even know her name.
Well, I was thinking, given where we found her, we could call her Cabbage.
This is my third pantomime. So I did Sleeping Beauty first, then Beauty and the Beast, and now Rapunzel. I'm working my way through all the princesses. Well, I mean, it's so wacky and not like the Rapunzel that you'd know anyway. I just thought it was going to be great fun.
Yes, but I think our little gem needs something far more wondrous than that.
How about Rapunzel?
Ah, well, yes. Being as I am a scholar of the ancient language of Latin,
It's not really been done that much before in theatres, and the kind of everyman take on it, it's anarchic and crazy. If you can imagine if the Mighty Boosh wrote pantos, it's that kind of style really. It's very intimate in the everyman, and it's just great. We just have fun and it's contagious. The audience can feel that, and we just can't wait to show it in front of an audience.
Rapaunzel would transfigure it into the feminine Rapaunzel. Oh, Rapaunzel.
The first one I did was Mother Goose in the old Everyman. And then we moved down to the Playhouse, and then we moved back when this place was rebuilt 13 years ago. I came to do one and sort of stayed, you know. At some point they're going to say, that's enough, you silly old man, go and have a rest. But until they do, I shall fight on.
Well, it's 11 o'clock, we have precisely 1 hour to decide.
We get to dress up in crazy costumes this year, and it's great. And I love, you know, if I'm like doing serious acting all year, it's just great to come and dress up as a woman for 3 months and just be crazy and, you know, just have fun and let rip on stage.
Doris, we must do all we can to keep Rapunzel's identity safe.
From the witch? But she'll... You?
Not if she doesn't know where we are. Doris, grab your knitters. We're going on the run.
Oh, what do I want for Christmas? Makeup, clothes and a puppy. Every year I say I want a puppy and I haven't had one yet.
Presents? No. To be in the next Star Wars film with my mate. We can be the new R2-D2 and C-3PO, you know, yeah.
Not sure I'm going to get very much this year. I mean, obviously world peace and an end to famine. But other than that...
Hello, my name's Gav Cross, and I'm bringing a new night of comedy to Liverpool. There's lots of comedy in Liverpool, and this is going to add to it. It's long-form comedy. It's comedians with their hour, their festival hour. Like the Liverpool Comedy Festival, it's going to be here, 81 Renshaw Street, first Thursday of the month, and it's a place for people that I think you should see to bring the hour that they've crafted, or the hour they're crafting, and then they'll take it on tour, or it's already been on tour. Plus, we're going to add a podcast after that, so you get a chance to talk to, with, or at the comedian. You know, it's a podcast, it's like radio on the internet. Yep, now they'll know. First Thursday of the month, January, Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith, legend, absolute legend. Stand-up, radio, TV, writing, poetry. He's going to be here. Beautiful back room. Doesn't do rooms this size very often. He's going to help us with our second night in February. We've got Holly Byrne, clown, fool. She went viral last year. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. With her spoof on Victoria Beckham. We got March. We've got Chris Coltrane. He's political. He's overt, but he's active. He's out there. He's doing things, but he's funny. Chris Coltrane, seek him out. He's got an online offer. And then the first season, it's not, you know, like a series. It's American, I know it's American. Season 1, Funny Looking Presents, ends with Michael J. Dolan. And Michael J. Dolan, when I saw him in Edinburgh a couple of years ago, made me laugh the longest and the hardest, and also worried me greatly. I think he's amazing. It'd be lovely to see you. Prices are very good, and you get £1 off with a badge.
Each week we bring you all of the latest film news. From interviews with filmmakers and actors, to local events, to the new cinema releases.
Join us every Tuesday evening on Bay TV Liverpool.
We took a walk on a beach, along the harbour, climbed the hill above the bay.
Hi, I'm Tom Spence and I am here at the Floral Pavilion Theatre in New Brighton, where I'll be performing in my own show, Tom Spence at Christmas.
Till the clouds were blown away.
So the story of the show came about roughly about 7 years ago when the theatre reopened after a long refurbishment. The idea behind it was to give theatre, access to theatre to the people that wouldn't normally be able to possibly afford to come to theatre. So they opened free events. So originally the Tom Spence show was a free event on a Wednesday afternoon. And then gradually over the years it's just built and built and built, and eventually from performing the show in here, which is the Plaza Panoramic Lounge, is now being moved into the Blue Lounge, where there's a full stage, full lighting and sound rig. So the show has just grew and grew, and now it's as popular as ever. No, it sounds very egotistical really, but that's what it is. It's Tom Spence, myself, performing a wonderful selection of songs. So you expect to hear lots of Christmas songs, because it is Tom Spence at Christmas. So there'll be lots of Christmas music, and also a lot of songs from the musical theatre world. And some songs from my new album as well.
Across the sky, around the world, you've given me all you have.
Yeah, well, the tickets are selling really, really well, but there are still tickets available. They can contact the Floral Pavilion box office on 0151 666 0000. I'll double check that in case I'm wrong, but I think it's right. Or they can visit the Floral Pavilion Theatre website, or indeed my website, which is www.tom-spence.com.
Never saw blue like that. Pavilion.
We're in authority to advertise Desperate Scousewives 2, and I would like to make it clear to everybody who's seen the first show that Desperate Scousewives 2, Pulling the Christmas Cracker, stands alone as its own show. So if you didn't see the first one, don't worry about it. It's a totally different show. It's got the same characters, and it is moving on from them, but the story starts and ends in its own little place.
I am Ronnie. I play Jay, Jane, and Jesus. Well, Jay, he's been a bit of a bad lad. He's had some time behind bars, so he's decided he's had enough behind bars and he wants to escape. And he wants to escape to meet up with his wife, who's shall we say, in the family way. Although we haven't been together long, it's something that I want to get back to some sort of normality and head my way home, which is quite interesting because I decided to escape from prison, and halfway along the way I discard all my prison uniform for not to be sort of highlighted going through the streets. But unfortunately I haven't got any other clothes to put on, so I'm walking through the streets ready to meet my wife naked.
It makes my poor heart race. I wrote to Santa for one thing.
My name is Lynn Francis and I'm playing Lily this time.
Girls, I'm so excited I'm making it dead special this year. You know them little peanut straws you got? I got Father Christmas cards. So funny.
Lily this time, well, you know what happened in the last one. Her husband died. Well, he didn't die, he got killed 3 times actually, of 3 different people. Anyway, that's all gone in the past. What happens this time is Lily's on her own now and she hasn't got the contraband from her husband. She hasn't got anything like that. So she ends up on the rob, but only nice stuff. She doesn't rob from people or anything like that. I'm not a bad person. Anyway, I get caught. Well, I don't get caught robbing. What happens is I go to pay my TV licence, right? And there was no pay point, so I missed out on my TV licence and they caught me. Anyway, I'm tagged. Yes, I'm tagged.
I heard it. What are you going to tell? No. You know.
No, it is, it's great. It's all about Christmas and, you know, the run up to Christmas, everyone's excited and everyone's doing stuff. I mean, these girls haven't got nothing, so like everything, they all club together, they all get together. It's a time for being with family, and the Desperate Scousewives, they're the only family each other's got.
Meg, I've got enough of stuff in there.
I'm Charlie Griffiths and I'm going to be playing Vanessa.
It's not that fake, you love. Vanessa. What?
I used to be a Vanessa when I was a teenager. Terrible, just like could take on anyone who you talk to, but would never, was like a bark was bigger than a bite sort of thing. But her heart is in the right place. And now, and it's like, oh my God, why do you talk like that? I came back because I absolutely love Lynn's writing. It really is just outstanding. It's just, she's got the comedy and the tragedy and all kinds going on, and the story is just so clever, especially for Desperate Scousewives 2. It's just absolutely fantastic. There's some new characters in the show as well for you to meet. There's Edie, Betty and Mary. They're the 3 old women from up the road. And they're absolutely, they're disgusted. I mean, it's Christmas Eve and we can't even polish the steps. I mean, there's no community anymore, is there? Anyway, they're like really funny and they love being in the show. And then the hoodies make a return. Everybody loves the hoodies, like the little rappers, you know what I mean? And it's Christmas Eve and I'm not even bothered with my mum's ass anymore. Because I didn't even get me. My computer games are once. No. There's only 5 of us actually in the play, but there's 22 characters. So it's a lot of like running on and running off and getting changed and forgetting who you are, but we'll probably be drunk anyway, so not to worry.
It's a quality cast and all very well experienced, and I'm sure it's going to be a hoot. They're very funny girls. They deliver the lines with such panache, and they really know how to get the best out of every line, you know.
Shh. What are we going to do? Finger them to death? Come out! Oh, we're coming in!
I do remember the first time she asked me to do the play, she sent me a text message and she said, Ronnie, I'm writing a play. So I went, great. She said, but can I ask you, will you be naked on stage? So I just sent one word back and said yes. And I can't tell you what she texted me back, but I had a couple of expletives in. So I do end up naked on stage playing Jay. So that should be quite interesting.
Have to think. 1, 2, 3. Don't see them coming out. Oh,
it's perfect, it really is, especially going out, you know, when you want to go out with the girls or the fair, you know, just in general, a group, big gang, yeah, going out, go for a meal, go to the theatre. Desperate Scousewives, well, Lynn's writing in general is just perfect for that. It really is.
So funny. If you thought you laughed in the last one, you're going to laugh twice as much in this one. That's all I'm saying.
It's just a great laugh. It's nothing too serious. It's Christmas. Everyone's a great time. I know we're on January, but like great Christmas presents, you know, because when it's all over, it's all festive, you still want to laugh and you haven't sat down, and the mums and hen nights and all that type of crowd will just absolutely love it.
Oh, you look amazing. Oh, look at you like yourself. What? Yeah. Oh.
I'm Lily.
Oh.
It was on 5 years ago in St Helens Theatre Royal, so we're thrilled that the Floral Pavilion have taken it back on. We open on the 28th of January and we run until the 29th, 30th at 7:30, but there's also an afternoon performance at 2:30, that's a matinee. Must get that in because it's not on some of the flyers. Bit drunk when I was doing them. It happens, doesn't it?
What it is, it's a belly laugh. It's a hilarious play. It's escapism, basically, and it's really good Liverpool humour. And I think everybody who sits in the audience would recognise those characters on the stage, because I mean, I think you've heard it before, haven't you? Someone will always say, oh, I recognise that's my nan, or that's my mum, or that's me sister, you know. So it's one of those plays which escapism give you a real good feeling of sort of, you know, forgetting all your troubles and going and enjoying it, and it takes you back to Christmas as well, which is fantastic.
It's so festive, you won't realise how festive until you see it.
If you want to book your tickets, it's 0151 666 0000, or you can get them online at www.floralpavilion.com. 28th to the 30th of January, 7:30, not forgetting the 2:30 matinee. Thank you.
Anyway, what are you getting for Christmas? I'm hoping for an iPad. I can't use them, like, but I could sell it.
It's the opening night and they're lighting the lights. The orchestra is tuning to make sure they sound right. It's time to start our show tonight. There's sensational scenes, the cast of your dreams, and razzle-dazzle dancing like has never been seen. It's time to start our show tonight.